Hi, hi everybody. My name is Judith and welcome. Today I'm giving a full walkthrough of the VA internal hub in created in monday.com. So this workspace is the backbone of how we manage daily operations, client work, and progress tracking. So inside the VA internal hub, we have three main boards. We have the daily task tracker, we have the client overview, and we have the VA overview dashboard. So the daily task tracker is where we manage the work day to day, while the client overview is where we store and update all the client details, while the VA overview dashboard is where we track everything at a glance. So let's explore each one and see how they work together. The daily task tracker is the engine room of our workspace. Now we've got four groups. This week, next week, overview, and completed. So this week, these are where all the tasks are currently in play. So for next week is where the work that is coming up. This is where we have them, and then overdue. There is anything that needs urgent attention, and here we have those tasks that have been completed. So each row is a task and it's loaded with useful columns. We have the task name, the client's name. This was actually mirrored. Okay, so this daily task tracker is actually connected with the client overview. So we can actually have a glance of what's going on the client overview board without juggling through different boards. Okay, so the client overview, here we have the client database. Every client we work with is listed here, along with their contact details, the contract start date, and also their payment status. Okay, so here we have it is actually categorized to have the active client, the post client, and we also have the past client. So here we have the VA overview. The VA overview dashboard is where we get the picture in real time. It shows how tasks are to do in progress and done. So the workload distribution, so no one is overloaded. It actually shows upcoming deadlines. It also shows the payment summary, showing what is pending, paid or overdue. Also the priorities. Right. So how do this all fit together? So the flow is simple. The tasks are created and managed in the daily task tracker, while the client details are stored and updated in the client overview. This we have three boards with one workspace and a clear system that keeps us efficient, organized, and on top of every detail. Here I also created some few automations to actually get the manual works done, so we don't have to do them repeatedly manually. Here we have when the due date arrive and only if status is in progress, you move the item to overdue. We have every week on Monday, it's an item. This is like recurring weekly check-in, which was set for 9 a.m. So here we have when an item is created, you notify the VA it was assigned to. When status changes to completed, we move the item to completed. Right? So, sorry. Okay, so let me, I'm going to be creating tasks just to show how the automation runs. When item is created, let me create an item. Content creating, content creation. Let's say it's for quick solution. That is slow because this is still new. So we actually have a formula output here which calculates based on, so once I set the date, it's going to calculate. Let's say this client priority is low. Let's say the date is to like 2 weeks time. So it calculates it automatically next week. So there we have it. So it is still on to do and is end. Okay. So here we have this service type is actually a mirrored. It was this daily tax tracker is actually connected. So this is actually service type is actually a mirrored. It was actually mirrored from client overview. Same with payment status. Same with the email. Okay. So we have when the tax is completed, it moves to the completed goal. So let's see email marketing in progress. Okay. So now email marketing is completed. The payment status has been paid. So automation is running. You see, it has been moved. That has been moved to completed group. And also, few automations were created here on the client overview. When the payment status changes to overdue, move the item to past item. And when the status changes to post, you move the item to post client. So let's have a little walk through on that. Okay. So when the payment status is in, let's say it's in overdue. Okay, you see that moved. Payment status is overdue, it's moved to past client. And when the payment status is post, is post, it moves to the post client. You see, an automation is running. Here we have it. So here we can have all the here we have all the views, okay, at a glance to see what is happening both on the daily tax tracking board and the client overview board. Thank you so much for joining me till the end. Okay, by combining these detailed tax management, centralized client record, and all in one dashboard, I've been able to create a system that is both simple and powerful. Thank you for joining, and here's to smoother, smarter work days.